you have 200,000 that you're wondering where to invest for stability and growth. We will be comparing two options that you can consider, that is either investing in shares or special funds or both. By the end of this video, you will be able to decide whether to put the full amount in special funds or the full amount in shares, or split among the two investments. Hello good people, this is my name and this is the Money and Growth Circle, where we are working towards financial peace and ultimately financial freedom. If this is your kind of content, you can consider joining the circle by subscribing and turn on the notification bell so that you're notified every time we have a new upload. Let's get to the video. Let's start with the special funds. If you look at two different aspects of special funds, one, money market fund, and two, the high yield special funds. If you put your money in money market fund, it is going to grow gradually. And if the interest in the money market fund grows at an average of say 12%, if you put 200,000, you get 224 on a flat. This is an estimate because remember, for money market fund, interest is compounded and it is earned daily. So a rough estimate would just be 224, giving you 24,000 in 365 days plus. Okay, yeah. If you take a special fund, say like Etika special fund or Kuza asset special fund, which is called Kuza Momentum, or even Mansa X, which is giving more than 20% and they renew every 6 months. So 20% of 200,000 is 40,000. So by the end of 1 year, you will have made 40,000 plus the compounded aspect. These are just rough estimates. So those are almost guaranteed. I can't say guarantee yet because as much as they are low risk, they have some level of risk, which means the interest keeps on fluctuating. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. And like for instance, in the current period, I'm recording this video in March 2026, the rates have really gone down. So if you're working with a flat rate, it might get mixed up, but that is a rough estimate. Okay, on the flip side, let's say you decide to buy shares. Well, first of all, we have identified we want to make money in 1 year, which means you're a dividend hunter or an income investor. Then on the shares, you can decide to buy 4 stocks and you choose the ones which will generate you returns. Okay, so I'll give you an example of 4 stocks I would consider if I need to spread the 200,000 across shares in the Nairobi Securities Exchange. Stock number 1, I would buy BAT shares, British American Tobacco. And this is the reason I would give it priority. They have announced their dividends, which they are giving 70 shillings per share. What does that mean? If you have 1,000 shares today, then you would make 70,000 by June. They will be paying the dividends in June. So remember, we are income hunters and we're trying to maximize on what we can get from investing the 200. And disclaimer, this 200 should not form part of your emergency fund. This is the amount over and above 3 to 6 months worth of living. So this is how I would spread it. I would take 100,000 and buy BAT shares. That will give me 178 shares. Okay, so when I have 178 shares and I'm already assured of dividends of 70 shillings per share, That is 12,460 I've already made before anything on the 100,000. Okay. Then let's assume today the share price is about 560. So maybe in the next 1 year, the shares will have appreciated maybe to 700. So you have one, just being hopeful, 700, or let's not be very ambitious. Since we are at 560, let's say 650. Okay, so you have 178 shares at 650. That is 115,700 minus your investment of 100,000. You have 15,000 plus the 12,000 that you made. There were some extra hundreds that you made from the returns. You'll make 27,000. That is 27% of your investment. Where can you get such returns? The second share I would consider is KPLC, and it is because it is always generating energy for all the homesteads and the industries, so you can be assured that you will get returns. The current, and I would buy 1,000 shares because it's currently retailing at about 17 shillings and 20 cents. So times 1,000, I'll buy 1,000 shares at 17,200. Okay, so which means if you are optimistic enough, and maybe by the end of the year it has appreciated maybe to 30 shillings, you will have 30 times 1,000, that is 30,000 worth of shares minus the 17 that you invested, 17,200 that you invested. You will make 12,800. They have not yet declared their final dividend, so in case again they pay dividend, assuming they even pay 2 shillings, you get your 2,000. Your investment is little, but the returns you can see are also not as significant as our first case scenario. The third stock I would buy, I would take, now I've already utilized 100,000, 17,200 in the 200,000, so minus 200,000, I have 82,800. I'll divide it by 2 because the next 2 shares are almost the same price, and I will be targeting to spend 41,000. Let's actually put it as 40,000 because of the charges that will be levied by the broker and the statutory charges. So 40,000. The third share I would buy would be Stanbic Bank. So it's going for 255 thereabout. So divide by 255, I would get 156 shares. If the value of Stanbic shares goes up to 350 and you have 156 shares, you make 54,600 minus your initial investment of 40,000. It will give you 14,600 plus 3120, 17,720. That is again 17% in returns. Okay, it can be higher, perhaps it will be less, especially the aspect of capital gains, because you cannot predict 100% the growth of the stock. We go to the last one, which is, I would consider the fourth one would be EABL. The current share price is about 256. So I would take my 40,000, divide by 256. I will have my 156 shares once again. If the company declares, for instance, dividend of 8 shillings per share, you multiply times 8, 156 times 8, you make 1248. Then we go to the aspect of capital gain. Today it's about 256. Let's assume it appreciates even to 370. These are rough estimates. They may go way high or they may go down. Remember, stock market is a high risk, so you should expect fluctuations either upwards or downwards. Don't hold me against my word saying you said it's going to go up and it didn't go up. No, we all anticipate and hope for growth, but it can go the other way. So we have 156 shares, and the value has appreciated maybe to 370. That will give you 57,720 less your investment of 40,000, 17,720, again plus 1240, that is 18,960, about 18% in returns for the year. Let's get to the risk reality. Shares are very volatile. Today they can appreciate, shoot up very high, and tomorrow go down drastically. This calls for a strong investor who will not be emotionally stressed whenever the fluctuations happen. What does that mean? Today you may put in your 200,000 in the shares, and in the next even less than 6 months your investment has grown to 260,000. The same case can happen that you put in your 200,000 and your shares depreciate, maybe even almost within the same period, to 180,000 value. But that is why the shares are considered high risk and long-term investment. If you find yourself in such a situation, you give your shares time to grow. Don't start panic selling, give it time to grow. And that is the whole essence, that we don't put our emergency fund in shares, because when you need that money and the shares are not doing well, you are going to go crazy because you will have lost your funds. If you appreciate risk as an investor, you can consider shares exclusively. If you're reserved and you're risk averse, but you want to embrace some level of risk, remember the shares are high risk, but the special funds are medium to high risk, which means they cannot drastically appreciate or depreciate. They grow in a steady way, as compared to shares which can shoot up, come down, keep fluctuating. Okay, so if you're risk averse, go to the special fund. If you have some level of embracing risk, go for the shares. If it were me, what would I have done? If I was the one making that decision, I would have taken this approach. Two aspects. I would split the funds into two. Take 100,000 to the special fund. Kuza Momentum has the lowest minimum entry amount of 100,000. That is why I'm saying I can put 100,000. I think it's the only one, because the next one they start from 250,000. So if you have 100,000, put it in the Kuza Momentum fund, in the special fund, not money market. Money market will not grow for you. And we remember we said money market is for saving for your short-term goals and your emergency fund. Now we are on the next level of special fund. So I would put the 100,000 in Kuza Momentum and take the other 100 to the stocks. If I don't need the money urgently, perhaps I can decide to go deeper into other stocks. But for now, if you're just starting up, I would recommend you put 100,000 in the special fund, Kuza Momentum. The links are on the description here or the first comment if you want to join. Or you put in the stock market. So I would split into two equally. And I would still take the 4 stocks, but now spread them across the 100,000. Why would my strategy work? Because I am balancing. I want to embrace some level of risk and still get to higher risk. The special fund kind of protects my investment and grows steadily. The shares create long-term wealth. You will never get rich by not taking risks. If you do, it will take a very long time, because some of the investments you can consider is like savings account and money market fund, and by the time they get you rich, they will take time. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is putting all your money in one investment. So if anything goes south, you get into problems. Another mistake investors do, they are too risk averse, that they are always investing in low risk, missing growth opportunities. Others feel like they are very ambitious and they want to go deep into investing and risk everything, and sometimes they get hurt by downtimes. The goal is not for perfect investment. The goal is to have a balanced portfolio that grows over time. So the decision is yours. I've given you 3 approaches that you can consider. Go shares 100%, go special fund 100%, split equally. The decision is yours. If you're wondering what special funds are, I've already shared a video detailing how they work and how to get in. I've also shared a video on shares and how to open. In fact, the immediate video is how to open an account and to start trading. And the other one, I had shared different considerations that you can look at when you get to investing in shares. Our focus for this video is income investor, but if you want to get into other areas of investment, check out the 2 or 3 previous videos. I shared the types of investors that are found in the stock market before you decide which one you want to be. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. See you on the next one. Bye.